Welcome to the Weekly Vault, your source of everything World of Warcraft. In today's Vault, we're going to be taking a look at PTR, specifically Korthia, Torghast, and bugs. Yeah, your daily interactions with Korthia, there's a lot to do. You have 6+ daily quests, rares, loot boxes. I really hope they do some kind of zone events and weekly and bi-weekly events up in the old Maw area. So that is your kind of day-to-day down in Korthia. The cons to Korthia, it is super small. I think everyone's kind of said that. It took me, it would take you no more than 5-6 minutes to go from side to side. Maybe because of the land features, 10 minutes from top to bottom. But I doubt it's even that big. You could probably, if you had a fast mount, side to side, 4 minutes, top to bottom, 5 minutes, 6 minutes maybe. So it's a very small zone. It's compact though. There's a lot to do. So it's small, but it's compact, and I think it's going to lead to a lot of other things back in the old Maw area, because they've definitely revamped this whole area. There's just a ton of new stuff going on back in the original Maw area now. So pros and cons there. Definitely a worthwhile addition as a 0.1 patch upgrade. I don't know what people thought they were going to get in a 0.1. They weren't going to completely revamp how questing works in this entire game in a 0.1 patch. So getting a healthy dose of very different feeling dailies took you all around the map. Mostly we're still kind of concentrated in one area, but did kind of give you little things to do here and there, which will get you out to kill the rares, which will get you out to get your treasure boxes, which again is going to fill your weekly bar up here, which this was one day, 84%, 0 to 84%. I could easily go out and kill a few more rares and finish this out in one day. So if you only have one day to kind of spend in Korthia and you're worried about this, because it does give the new currency to upgrade your legendaries, is going to be out of this war chest. It will also randomly occur on some of the daily quests. For me, today I did 8 daily quests. It was on none of them. So it's definitely completely random. I've seen some YouTubers say that some days they will have like 1 or 2 of the quests spawn the rare upgrade material on one character, but not on another. So it does seem to be independent of the character. I have yet to test that personally, and that may be something they fix. I hope that's something they fix. Even though I do have personally a lot of alts, if that is something that goes live, that's going to really almost require anyone that's raiding at a heroic or mythic level to have multiple characters they can come in here and at least check to see if it's up. They don't have to do them on every character, but you would probably want to have 3 or 4 characters at max come over here every day, check and see if any of those characters have procced the resource quest material, and if it has, run that character through at least those ones. So I do hope they even that out. I would think that maybe a sweet spot would be to guarantee it out of your war chest, obviously, and then at least one daily per day have the material as well, but not to have it be where it can spawn on one character and not on another, where it's like a random resource. It needs to be a guaranteed resource off of whatever daily is for that day for that resource. It needs to just be across all characters on your account, period, no matter what. And as for Torghast, I think everything they've changed has been a vast improvement. The new talent tree was interesting. It gives you different things that you can pick up, and it gives you different paths depending on the strengths and weaknesses of your character. If you're a healer, you don't necessarily have to care about getting rid of certain torments. So maybe you don't even care about taking the removal of torments right away. Maybe you want to just get through and, because you're a healer, take things that help you go faster throughout the levels. So there's definitely different things you can do in there depending on your build, depending on your role, that'll help you get the 4 and 5 star ratings. And those are important because what they've added this week in the Maw, which I've yet to test out, which will probably in next week's video, is that when you get and unlock the Adamantient Vaults, which is layers 6 and 7, that if you unlock those and finish those, you have gold as like basically your primary reward for those, but also you have a chance at the new conduit and socket items. So overall, the changes to Torghast has made layers 1 through 5 speedier, has incentivized running them faster, and running layers 6 and 7 is going to give you end game rewards, which a lot of people were begging for something to do Torghast for that wasn't just Soul Ash. There is still Soul Ash in there. There's also the new currency to upgrade your legendary to rank 5 and 6, the Soul Cinders. They are gained at the ranks above the current ranks that we have available now. So we have up to layer 8 now. Layer 9, 10, 11, and 12 will grant you your Soul Cinders to upgrade your legendary to rank 5 and 6. I believe it'll take about 2 weeks to get enough Cinders to go to rank 5 and about a month to get to rank 6. That pretty much wraps up the changes for the Maw on PTR. On to the bug report. The bugs in the Maw were everything that you would kind of expect on a PTR. I had some mining veins kind of float up into the air. Drop rates were very inconsistent. Some quests dropped literally every single time. The one quest seemed like it took about 10 kills to get one drop on a quest that required, I believe it was 5 drops to complete. That felt a little off. Maybe it just needs tuned up a little bit. Maybe it is supposed to be something that takes you a little bit more time than your other daily quests would. But that did seem to be a bit of a bug, or maybe just an oversight on the drop rate. The major bug that I was personally experiencing was I was completely unable to get into Korthia. The starter quest, which is over in the Enclave, just did not spawn for me. I tried everything I could running all around Oribos and Ardenweald to try to get the intro quest to spawn, and there was literally nothing I could do. I had other players on PTR invite me and try to get me down into Korthia itself. Nothing worked. I was completely bugged out for almost a week and a half, which really delayed my testing, definitely delayed this video, and was a massive bug. Thankfully, that bug seems to be gone now. I was able to get in yesterday, and all the campaign stuff so far has been pretty bug free. I did also have one bug on the Eye of the Jailer quest. That one was bad enough that I had to abandon the quest, go back, re-accept it, go back and kill the Eye of the Jailer again, or defeat it. I don't think we actually killed it in the quest line. But there was a pretty big bug on that as well, where the eyes that you have to break off would just despawn immediately, and I wouldn't be able to defeat them, which left the boss immune to damage. So that's a pretty big bug, but I was able to just abandon the quest, go back, re-accept it, and finish it today. And while this may not be a bug, I also noticed that the renown levels didn't seem to be in place. I did 4 chapters of the story. I got no renown from those. I was still at 40. I also went to my Covenant and picked up the Anima quest as well as the Souls quest, and neither one of those gave renown. I was still stuck at 40 after those as well. So right now the renown does not seem to be in place. I don't know if that's bugged out to me specifically. I haven't seen anyone else actually go in and show renown levels past just in the UI going over them. So it could be that they just haven't put those in place yet. I don't know why. It feels like the things that they unlock early, being the new parts of your soulbind, need to be tested and balanced, and that needs to happen sooner rather than later. That's about it for the bug report, and I think that's going to wrap up the video for today. Now it's time for the outro. So I want to thank you all for watching today's video, no matter what it was. I would love for you to all support my channel. You can do that by hitting like, by subscribing to the channel on YouTube, by following me on Twitch, by leaving a comment on this video. All those things are completely free to you guys. Please, please help me support this channel. If you can visit my Patreon and support me directly there, that's great, but that's not required whatsoever. If I could just get enough support through the subs, the likes, the comments to get me moved up the algorithm, then I'm sure I can get the channel going just through that alone. If you can Patreon me, that is swell. That is great. I thank you and I appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.